too many hats lately, man. You guys probably don't have it. Give me a sec. We begin. When I left off, really what needed to happen is we needed to get into the basement. The hunter's basement. Or shit's basement, most likely. Oh, fan. Missing basement, because we need to check the catacombs, which probably Hunter has a key for. Lake and the Manor, I'm not sure, but we kind of have to wait for lunch, I feel like. I might go asking questions anyways. The connection between Father, Sanat, and Mr. Doyle, though. I mean, he's been looking for the underground, absolutely. I've asked him most everything. Thing is, I feel like once we get more of Doyle, which is basement, we'll get Murphy's gonna be basement. Coventry, I need to get the key from the basement. It's tied to the catacombs, which is the basement. Harley, safe and everything's probably basement. And Blake could be at the residence, which might be lunch. So, really? We just need to use 27 minutes on stuff. Room. Really, we're just kind of using time. I've already checked all this. Easter egg. We're really just after cell 7 and 9. What key? What are they talking about? I don't recall a key like that at all. Yeah, it's been good. I like it.
How can I help?
Yeah, I mean, without spoilers, I mean, it's kind of fun to run around and like find all the little ways to kind of forward people's stories or get farther in the mystery and all that stuff. Generally, the actual, like, when you're cinching the mysteries aren't too hard to deduce or anything like that. It's more about trying to figure out how you want to adventure around and what conversations to bring up, and you can find secret passageways and getting into rooms. It's just kind of like a very addicting, like, because you're trying to, because every action you do is like a minute. Trying to avoid too much unnecessary stuff and kind of go on all the little events. And learning about the people and all that stuff. I wouldn't say so. It's very simple.
If you'll excuse me, of course.
I would imagine it's not. I mean, this is as complicated as it'll get right here. 3D environment, a couple sprites, you know. It's a slow game, not much crazy action. Yeah, I've liked it. If you're looking for like a very linear, like extremely tight, like thriller mystery where every piece of everything you do is like some kind of forwards the central mystery. This does that, but you know, sometimes it's like more of just a general world building or like why these people are here or like, you know, like everything forwards the main deal, but you know, there is like lots of little kind of like side stories in a way to keep up with and to go for, and I mean I guess it's all cohesive. Yeah, there's just a lot going on, right? It's not I'm always doing one objective at a time. The game opens up and pretty much after the tutorial night you just can go wherever, talk to whoever. So I was like, oh, okay, I should probably meet everybody, figure out where they're going to be at all times. So, you know, that means I either ask them about their timetable or I go to break into the room and maybe find like a timesheet. You know, generally I want to find a bunch of secrets in the mansion before I push people too much on stuff that I'm not sure on. So it's like I go find skeleton keys and stuff, which I haven't gotten all those, and break into people's rooms when they're not in them, and then that's usually, if there's anything that's kind of got a formula is like that. And it's like, I mean, usually you're gonna figure out half of what each person is by breaking into their room, and you know, you're exploring the ground and keeping track of stuff. And it's not as complicated as it seems, but you do have a time like deadline. But I'm at the point where I'm kind of like locked into needing to wait till a certain time to be able to get to some places. We're a little ahead of the game maybe, but that doesn't mean there's not still conversations, and you know, I could ask people about other people and kind of get information early if I'm clever enough with it. There's so many things you can ask and stuff. Yeah, the idea is you show up and you have 2 days to essentially solve the mystery or so before the grand seance happens, which is the whole point of this deal. This isn't spoilers, it's just kind of the opening deals. They're trying to, instead of just have like a medium be possessed by a ghost, they want to directly speak to a ghost. And so it's kind of like you learning about different religions and mythologies and what weirdness is going on. And the idea is that you were asked to investigate one of the people who stayed here. They've gone missing, but they haven't actually left. And so you were kind of at the last minute hired to come in here and kind of learn about all these people. And I mean, they don't know that. We don't even know who hired us still, so kind of figure out what's going on. It's very supernatural, like ghosts and weird shit going on. And but yeah, I mean, the general mystery is this, which is you trying to figure out the culprit, and you learn like facts, and you can kind of knock people off the list and stuff like that. But then each person has their own deal. You're trying to like stop as many people as you can from going to the seance or protecting them somehow, and that's kind of where their personal side stories come in. And yeah, it's cool. I like it quite a bit. So you have a deadline. Everything you do is 1 minute. So it's like, I'm not gonna like check every stack of books I see. I'm just gonna go for things that are interesting. Things that are like more personal until I have a reason to want to check that stuff, right? It's like I could go up and talk to this dude here. And it's like,
Mr. Ward.
I could ask him about like all of this. But like That's like an hour. That's like half an hour of just asking random shit to him. It's like generally you're gonna want to like kind of know what you're after.
Right.
And it's pretty helpful about that. I mean, it kind of just tells you like, hey, you know, where is he here? He's this guy. It's like investigate his bedroom, right? That's kind of like the next step. But if you have the time or you have the inclination, you can kind of, you know, even though they kind of help you along, you can still do things in weird orders and find information ahead of time, and then there's so much dialogue, you know, there's like stuff you can infer and shit like that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you have until 9 p.m. Seems like for now. On day 3, so I'm on day 3 right now. Just started it. I'd recommend it. If you're looking for like a very weird, it's not like I mean there is theory crafting and all that kind of stuff, but if you're looking for like something where you gotta be like big thinking about the mystery constantly, I mean it definitely exists. I don't know what all 100% is going on yet still, but it's more about thinking about how you're going to get the next step or how you're going to fulfill the current objective or forward somebody's particular story, and then all of that will feed into the grand narrative eventually, or the world. So yeah, you're not going in and getting like chaos style commenter out. But it's cool, yeah, I like it. And there's little puzzles and side things you can do and shit. There are little, I guess, action sections here and there. More for fun.
Ah, Mr. Ward. How can I help?
Yeah, everybody's pretty special. That's something you have to kind of go in feel into, is like there's not really like normal people. They're all like clue characters, right? I don't know if I felt like super emotional about any of the plot lines, but everybody's got something going on. Either it's like some kind of crazy, you know, like I'll make up a thing, like some dudes, you know, maybe trying to like see a ghost in his dreams, and it's like you trying to like maybe help him with that, or some kind of ancient lineage of, you know, magicians or fucking, you know, weird stuff like that, or just some like druid who just like walks the land. And I mean, the dialogue and stuff has like nuance and feels like it's coming from real people, but sometimes it can be a little gamey just to kind of facilitate those parts. And they explain why everybody's weird here. They're all kind of like drawn to the seance and shit. It doesn't feel like odd, but yeah, it's not, you're not gonna like run into like just some guy. I mean, well, some of them kind of are, but that's part of the mystery, right? So, you know, you have your staff, you have your depressed guy running this guy right here, you know, mystery kid that we haven't met yet, and all sorts of people, you know, people from local who are trying to protect the place, people far away from like America, Egyptian people, like it's all sorts, right? Because it is about like a gathering of like supernatural inclined people. So the kinds of characters you'd expect to be at a fucking giga seance in the middle of Ireland from around the world, right? It's not like quirky or weird or anything. They're just,
If you'll excuse, of course.
you know, it's not like you're not like interviewing your grandma or something. They're all got something going on, right? But it's well put together. A lot of fun. Like I said, I don't know. I mean, I'm like engaged. I'm immersed. It's hard to put down. I mean, if I was like, you know, specifically like the actual flow of story and like how compelling each emotionally characters' stories are. I mean, those parts maybe not so much, but I also don't feel like that's really the point. It's more like they're not trying to make you start crying. Although some of them can have some emotional stuff. They're always like fun to go through. Anyways, now Protestant service is over, so I got kind of 27 minutes sorted to kill. I'm gonna ask him some questions. I'm gonna save beforehand. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about the timer though. I mean, as long as you're not being like really goofy, just running around. This game feels like it's probably got different endings depending on how much side stuff you do with people. But the main story, I mean, you'll be fine. You'd probably be fine anyways. But I mean, I reload here and there. Okay, if I like really am wasting my time, because you can quick save and load. But even then, I find myself lately kind of waiting for certain moments. So. But there's always something to do with your time. I think we should just wait till... Okay, so she is a mother. We don't know the kid. About Seamus. Pretty much just telling him like, yeah, you can quick save and load if you really are worried about it. I usually let it rock here and there, but I will loads at times where I'm like feel like I'm kind of trying to be conscious of the time. Like right here, technically, I didn't get any like hard facts or info. But you know, I got some narrative stuff. I got to see what he thinks of certain people personally, and sometimes even if you're not getting brand new stuff, you know, you might have things that are considered inconclusive, and you can kind of like get a second take, and it becomes a bit more like a real thing. The game's not like that tight on time. It's just enough there so that like I'm not walking up to like every patch of grass clicking on it. It makes you feel like you have to have a, you know, instead of like literally clicking every single thing, it's you're choosing to think about what you should go do. Not in like a extremely tight punishing way. I mean, maybe they could be tight. I don't know. Well, I like that about it. It kind of contextualizes, it kind of immerses you in a way there. There's been a lot of games that would be like, you know, I just click every single person and do every single thing mindlessly, but it's like, you know, because of the time, it's like, well, now I need to not just click shit. Like, you know, I know about hauntings. I've learned about the washerwoman. I don't need his take on it. So no point wasting the time. So it's like, you know, you kind of like fine tune what you're after. But it's loose enough where I can like, I just have kind of like a...
If you'll excuse me, of course.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of VA, not for obviously everything you could talk to. That would be quite a bit of VA. Generally big stuff is... Let's see what Varley's up to. Actually, we could talk to Hunter about Varley.
Mr. Ward.
Right now I'm just kind of thinking of things that might just squeeze a little info out. I've kind of been pretty heavy duty up to now. I mean, quick loading and just kind of hitting the right things. They don't see eye to eye. Oh. New info. It's like here, it's like, okay, this guy's a staff member. I could ask him about, you know, one of the heirs to the house. That's kind of, we've not met yet. This guy, he's a little more loose-lipped than like some of the staff, kinda. Like maybe he'll be willing to say something, and then he kind of does, right? And then sometimes I don't. But it's like if I just went and asked somebody who doesn't care about being here about someone, they wouldn't have anything valuable to say. And because there's like a time limit, you wouldn't waste your time doing it. It's all really intuitive and shit. I like it. It's cool. Linear. It's definitely more about the sandbox of running around and doing it. Not an uninteresting story, mind you, but that's definitely not like a. It's not like a walking sim kind of. Really ingrained in like the minute to minute of the story or something. Goes through the maze. Okay. What about Jonathan? He's in good shape. Maybe her kid wasn't in the most, in the most awesome poster. Maybe that's what they're getting at. Or she just had like a bad boyfriend or husband. I want to ask about Seamus while we're here. Black Angel.
Huh. Right, yeah.
Hunter's supposed to be a relatively caring guy. Like, gotta find a way in there. Thing is, I've blocked a lot of people off the list. Hunter definitely could be a dude given the right shit. Also, I mean, what the culprit means. Also, I mean, it's not the murderer. We'll see. I mean, the motivations and what's happening and why. I mean, there might be a story to that. But if you go through the facts, nobody's lying. Not many holes left. And I'm pretty sure this guy is Gnostic. But I don't think he actually cared. Father around here somewhere? As Doyle or whatever he's not one to talk about his fellows too much. He's like very professional butler type of dude. Or given the right thing maybe, but could have to. Toussaint knows a lot of shit. I just generally have him ask stuff. Like I said, right now my goal is to kind of just squeeze as much info out of like conversation and any areas I've missed until noon. I mean, I could get to noon really quickly if I want. You could just walk up to certain tables and fast forward, but like this one, like, why not actually get some information or even just follow up people's stories once you've finished them? There's really an option for that.
Was it worth it? You have Erickson, but at the cost of learning what she would have done.
The depravities of mankind are not new to me. I've seen, indeed experienced firsthand, magic and its beliefs used to justify many terrible things. But what shakes me in this case is the reasoning that she would do such a thing in hopes that it might grant her something as trivial as magic. Her own humanity meant so little to her. This is what upsets me. What it is done.
Alright. A little extra there. You learn a lot about the characters through just these little convos. It's like you ask about, has he met the father? And then I get this whole deal on the church and what he thinks about power and shit. That's cute. He doesn't have as much to say.
That's all.
KDkill.
Definitely not the type for idle conversation.
May I be of service?
Talk with the father would do much better.
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
Roman Blake. I don't think that's something I care that much about. Sometimes you can get supplementary stuff to research in the library, but sometimes it's key information. And there's a distinction. They'll show you on a certain desk. Or if it's just for bonus lore. Where the rest of the staff is right now. Voices MIA. Could be a church. Yeah, it's really cool. They only move every hour to help you not be like totally overwhelmed. So, you know, if you want to go break into somebody's room, you don't have to worry about them like walking in like it's Skyrim or some bullshit. But yeah. Yeah, it's a lot off the top, but it's all very intuitive. And this is pretty much like every piece of information I've gotten so far. It's like, there's a lot there, but it never feels like overwhelming because of how relatively strong the characterization is and the focus on what you're doing and all the little systems to kind of help you along. But it is very open. Kind of go do stuff. I mean, obviously they try to keep it exciting by, you know, on Sunday, which is today, you know, there's this many events at the top, like special events like lunch, and you know, there's like a ball, there's like a masked ball and last night, and I don't really need to get into his room or his office. I mean, I do need to get into the safe, but I don't have the means quite yet. That's cool. That's definitely a lot. But never really on the player side feels like a lot in a bad way. It helps it's simple to interface with. It's got a pretty strong, because that kind of helps you along. This is like your detective vision. I actually didn't use this for like half the game until there was one moment where there was like numbers on a wall that I missed. Somebody asked, I don't know why I didn't use it. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I probably should. It just highlights interactable things. So if you're like combing somebody's room, you know, and you're like, there's like a floorboard maybe that you missed, like you can, you know, do that. Definitely not necessary. The game's pretty good about having things make sense to mess with, right? Like you could check water, but like, I mean, if you don't have a reason. You know, if you have a book and there's no title, like generally it's probably not important. Unless it's in a certain place, right? I don't know where these ladies are. They're probably in their rooms. I could go talk to Callahan. The lady. She has enough issues with what's going on here. She might be willing to say some shit if she knows stuff. It's not like she has like a deep knowledge of the employees. And a lot of people are at church. I'd like to go into the basement at noon. That's like the big goal right now, but I do need to go to Catholic Mass, I guess. I don't need to. I don't think learning 2 walls a Catholic is gonna knock that many people off the the list of suspects, but generally I have so much time to burn right now. I might as well see some of these events.
Ah, Declan. Aren't you fierce good coming back to see me?
And a little too on the rosy with this here. Right now I'm just kind of profiling people. I don't need any specific information unless it has something to do with.
You take care. Signor Ward.
She doesn't have that much to say despite being the Seance. Like, we kind of got her whole story. Makes sense.
That's all.
Of course.
A few more minutes, I'll just go ask a couple questions of someone. I think, judging by how things have been, I'm probably just gonna be just fine, making sure we get everything done, as well as the main mystery. So, but it is a pretty jam-packed day coming forward. I don't have a reason to profile her, but there being more info to get. Because I kind of know why she's here and everything about her. Most people here seem to hate Evelyn. Was Evelyn again? Was it the wife? Oh, Evelyn, yeah, the main girl. I was like, wait, I'm thinking of the characters I can walk around and talk to. Yeah, the missing person. Yeah, she seems kind of like a bitch, but some of it might be people like tricking them. But then again, I don't know. There's way too many people who've said that she's like using them, or I mean, some of them hate her probably because of just what she is, but yeah, I don't see many people who actually enjoy her too much, or they're just more passive about her. Makes you wonder a little bit. I mean, people like Mira are kind of like assholes a bit, so, you know, hard to take his reasons terribly seriously. And then, of course, people who are tied to I wonder. That guy knows a lot about the spiritual stuff. I don't know if he'd tell me about. I mean, I'm mainly waiting to get in the basement. Rest of the game unlocks in the basement for me. But I'm trying not to waste any time. I just like pissing around. But I mean, generally, yeah, the basement arc, dude. everything starts at the basement and ends at the basement at this point for me. But I have to go do a Catholic mass first.
Mr. Ward.
If you'll excuse me, of course.
Loves the work and the solitude. This guy seems to be kind of like a yapper type, but I don't know. Not too interesting.
Don't let me keep.
All right, we begin. It's not going where I want, but we should probably go to Catholic. The mass. Most certainly wouldn't hurt. There's a lot of catch-up moments and stuff too right now.
There are ghosts in the manor, aren't there?
It's like, hey, I'm gonna tell you like 90% of my story about, you know, like the Egyptian lady. You go listen in, and it's like, well, if you've already done anything with her, you've got that figured out.
Seen something? I've certainly seen something. I just can't decide what it was. But everyone seems very certain that the house is haunted.
Well, it is. I really do think it is.
I feared as much. Then what can we do about it?
Well, it's not really our place to do anything about. But it will be alright. You'll see.
I might make some extra offerings to my ancestors, just to be sure.
Okay, I just haven't talked to Mrs. Erickson like at all since the beginning. She doesn't seem to be like, I mean, I guess she knows people here enough to like want to fuck some of them up. I am gonna ask one.
Again?
He really just doesn't have.
Goodbye.
Say. Kind of like the tutorial lady almost. Right? The drawing room. I may save before this, because I don't really care. I could try going into the church, yeah. Maybe I'll do that real quick before the basement.
The body of Christ.
Amen.
Does something trouble you, my child?
I thought... No, Father.
Then be on your way now. God bless you.
Thank you, Father.
Mr. Ward, would you care to join us for communion?
Sure. Why am I still here? The Burning Man, the missing guest.
It has become clear that Miss Dean is only part of what is happening here. But why were she and Mr. O'Finn both taken? She is a high society lady, and he is, well, the polar opposite to that. What on earth could possibly link them?
And now, the Mass has ended. You may go in peace.
The Burning Man is his brother. Goose. It wouldn't be him. Christian, he's a Catholic. Unless somebody's lying. Hunter seems fussy. I mean, I doubt it's this kid. I mean, somebody could be full of shit. I don't know why this guy. All Catholics are Christians. Thought they might like something really specific. You're drawing a line there? Okay. Is not being Gnostic, though, an eliminator? Yeah, because I was like, I feel like I'm eliminating too many people. Yeah, right. Pagan. Not. I don't think I put too many people off of it on the religion part. So. He's an atheist. He's pagan, Protestant, Catholic. He has a prior history, so he's off. Catholic. I don't really see it necessarily being her, but maybe I could take her off. I don't have that many facts about her. Checker sheet. I really don't think it's her with her story, but maybe. Is barley still open? To the basement, where all questions will be answered. We won't be able to spend forever down there, though. We gotta go have lunch. Lunch.
Where were you? This lot's been sitting here since 9.
That's something to see to. Don't worry about it.
Up to some boldness, eh?
Want me to leave you this?
All right, all right. I was only making fun. Keep your shirt on.
Finally. The basement. I don't know if I have to, like, sneak. Specific key to get in there. Might be how we get to the Blake residence. Really?
Borrow your dorm key for a second?
Maybe. Why don't you tell me what's happened to yours first? If you've lost it, again, you can see about getting another cut yourself.
It's not lost. I just left it in this storeroom, and I don't want to have to go all the way till I have to.
We really need to sort that mess out. But not until the seance is over and done with. Tell you what, you can have the keys once we have these boxes all moved.
Ah, sake. All right, let's go.
Laundry. A little bit of sneaking. Food orders, huh? Letter from Antavani. Or Mrs. Joyce taking to calm the water. I mean, I feel like that kind of happened. Chemical. I didn't even take any time and it was still evident. Murphy. That might be, what's her face's kid? Be Robocop Murphy. Finish in here. Not really much else to do, frankly. We're cleaning, brother. Rather move on. We gotta cross. FR. There might be more to check, but most of this is just typical gear. We'll come back. Need be. Men's dorm. I unlock this door from here. Come on, man. Give me a chance. Need a specific key, huh? So he lost his key in here. Oh shit, puzzles? My video game, brother? Ghost? As well. Oh my god. Nice tune. We have a fucking hotel desk for some reason, I don't know. And there it is. We're supposed to be destroying it. Whoa.
You found it. I know what we discussed, but I have changed my mind. I can destroy it myself. No, I will put it in a museum. Return it home. Does it matter? Just hand it over!
Don't do it, bro.
Give it to me!
He's cursed, you gotta destroy it. Her.
No! I won't have you lost, like so many before you. And just like that, it's over. Goodbye, Wilhelmina Blake.
What did I? No, I remember. I'm sorry, Mr. Ward. I don't know what possessed me. Or rather, I do. But now, I feel as if I can think. For the first time in a long time, my mind is entirely mine.
yeah.
Mr. Ward, I thank you. With that accursed vase
The
gone,
one vase.
I finally have some
Rule
peace,
them all.
some clarity. I will be skipping this grand seance as a start. I can see no good to come of it. I will keep away. Perhaps you should too.
Yeah, but why not quite yet? Is classic little puzzle for sure. The moving cards forward shit. Bottle of gin. Chalk. Basement entrance. The men's dorm, master key for the southwest. Not all of them. Good deal, good deal. Now we can safely get in here whenever. Let's go ahead and hit up the men's dorm. We're not gonna be able to do the whole basement before lunch, but that's okay. Not the most epic of amenities here, Jesus. Laid out. He is visiting student. Wonder if Hunter actually did it then. Thinking he's helping her. Knowledge, but it's like separate from shit. Oh, we'd have to get more. He may have. I could check the code. Larger than average. Oh, maybe not then. We're looking for a size medium. That might have been all he was doing. The charm, or maybe he made her walk around and something else happened to her after that. We'll see. There's the connection, I guess. Mind fucked a bit here. As our most. Her handkerchief. Sussy, man, sussy.
I should close the mystery of the kidnapped person's identity. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
Yep. Yeah, I'm working on it, pal. Take it easy, man. We'll get there. I'll get there in due time. If I'd remember. Boots are quite large. Gnostic. And there really ain't a whole lot of motherfuckers left, man. We might have to go to the drawing board a bit. We'll get it figured out. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have to think too hard about the first, you know, grabbing enough. Oh, okay. Wanted a binder.
Mr. Hunter placed a binding spell on Miss Dean just before she went missing.
Doesn't seem like he's the man, though. Not sure if I would say there's more to do in here. I'm gonna have to wait to go down there anyways. Well, I could go through the west tower. I don't think we want to get caught down here though, so I don't know when I'll be able to confront him. Probably be a while. And he might have our key to the catacombs. We'll have to see. And the other shit going on. Let's go up to one of the other rooms and we can have time to fuck with those until launch. Coventry and Ofen. Where's Coventry gonna be? Ofen's always gonna be there. Not sure on this guy. Better to do offense first. There's the secret of the staff. Bedroll. I think he's the type to really use any other shit. Someone was hitting him with this shit again. Just like with her. He might be too powerful for this kind of shit, so they had to take action. I mean, I'd have to imagine he's a, am I supposed to be able to check these? I'm not. Probably gonna be able to get in the way pretty easily. The Giga Magician. Maybe there's a few Malaysian peeps here. Another protector alongside Callahan, although he's a little bit more heavy duty about it.
Is Miss Dean? Is that why they've gone missing? There are 3 such bloodlines. Is there a descendant of that 3rd line? If so, then who?
You.
And were they brought here? Then being taken because of their ancestral relationship with the Tua De Danann.
Who knows that?
We've knew.
Could be one of the Blakes. I mean, our guy seems to be suspiciously in tune with the supernatural, but it might just be his disposition as a curious man. Oop. That counts as finishing his thing, I guess. Interesting. Much info. In Mr. Doyle's bedroom, investigate the burnt symbol. Go into the basement more. We'll figure that out. Let's see if we have time for Coventry's. That'd be perfect. Get them all done, man. This is a big room. This guy's pretty suspicious, but he also doesn't seem to be the culprit if we're going off the facts. But he might be fine with everything. In the event of his death, all of his assets transferred to Walter Blake. We've seen those cufflinks. We haven't even been told about them. They're in Mrs. Lau's room. They apparently belong to what's her ass. Like she got them from Dean somehow. I mean, they're obviously his, but like from her or something. Good painter. And Miss Dean, huh? Interesting. Yeah, he has like 0 mementos over here. He definitely is like still one of the top suspicious dudes. But with all the weird mind control shit going on, who knows, right? And most people, when you talk to them about him, they either don't think much of him or they think he's like, he says a lot but means a little, or he's kind of like, where to hide and shit. I think it's the Christian deal, though. Or is being a Protestant? Oh. Protestants are Christians, too. Shit. Why is everybody a Christian, bro? I don't know my religion. I had to look up are Protestants Christians. So I was like, man, I feel like there's too many people off the list. He's connected to the Gnostic faith. Doesn't necessarily mean his covenant's been one of the most, like, our Coventry's been one of the most fussy. Do we have a shoe size in here? Yeah, I need a place to meet you, dude. I need a deep dive. So many disagreeing people who are under the same branch of religion, brother. Well, he's got large boots. That's definitely off. Catholic. Yeah, I honestly should. I probably would learn some shit. He's got prior history. Yeah, I feel like it's a dude. Magic, not her. He's an atheist, not him. These are too big. I don't see why she would care at all. No magic talent. Early 20s. I really don't think it's her. I think her shoes are probably too small. And they have pre-history. Assuming they didn't just all meet here a week ago and then started doing it. The religion thing, man, that's got me. All it does is pretty much remove the atheists and the Muslims and the pagans, and then maybe the Gnostics. It says he's connected to Gnosticism. That really means anything else. A lot of these people, we know their story too. I really don't think it's her. We'll just leave it out because of the facts. Her personal story doesn't necessarily mean she wouldn't try to do something to what's her face. It meant that she could pull it off, but she seems way too nice, and she doesn't even have to be. I'm glad husband number 1 is still on the list. None of that matters. Well, that'll all probably be like auto-solvable. Interestingly enough, there's nothing to be done now with him. Maybe we just need to talk to Walter Blake. Personally go talk to some of them. It's about lunchtime. Like all the way at the church, I guess. I'd love to ask Hunter about the whatever so that we could get that key. It seemed like he knew something about the key. Oops. Wrong place. I used to go on this fucking hedge maze. Talk Irish mythology. I'm gonna skip that. Most likely. We'll see. We'll see how it's looking by then, man. I'm gonna ask this man direct. Can I talk to the father here? Crucifix, the Bible. Really see why I would need to do any of this. Brother? I guess he's supposed to look like he's sitting. Not making a sitting thing. I get it. It's fine. A lot of work for one scene where he's sitting.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
Mr. Ward. You shrink in half because of the power of God's judgment on you.
And to you?
Good. Oh, we could do research. Let's go do that. I forgot I needed to hit the books. Might be good to do before lunch pops up. stay. Oh. And this looks like a pain in the ass to actually use. Irish people are badasses, man. I wouldn't fucking... I guess maybe you just look at it and you just be able to tell. Get used to it. Seems easy to fuck up too, since it's just like a little bit of space. Click first, ask. I like these types of puzzles, and there aren't really puzzles, they're just pretty much like you're supposed to be doing the legwork of like, you know, comparing that and all, you know, the research. Fine with me, man. Just feel like research, not solving some gamey puzzle, or I guess. Unlock the magic to me. Magical phrase. I could go up and say it. I think I have until 1:30 to go to lunch anyways. Something tells me, oh Finn, ain't gonna mind if I show up in his room. Jesus. Alright. Came up to try to get a bite and left. A vision of his final moments. Recognized him as somebody else. Maybe someone evil possessed. Because we were drugged. symbolic peoples.
The kidnapped person is Mr. O'Finn, and he was intended to be kidnapped. Just not in this manner. But the kidnapper seemingly panicked when Mr. O'Finn mentioned recognizing them from some time in their past, and so they rushed up their plans and took him at the ball, while everyone else was distracted. But before this happened, the Bonnie appeared. She seeks grief from death, but she quickly moved on from the kidnapper. What does this tell me about the culprit?
When they do them. Sure.
That is true, but it's impossible to know who O'Finn did or did not know.
Yeah. Suffering they're protected from fab and aura of death. The Bonnie, right?
No. If they had such an aura, then the Bonnie might well have been drawn to them.
Were they not drawn to them? I thought it said it swapped off. Oh, they don't feel grief. Okay, see, they went to check. I thought they were already on him, and then they moved
If the
on.
Bonnie turned away from him, it would be because there was no grief.
I
to
mean,
see.
Coventry has no grief.
So anyone who was feeling
Last one.
grief from the loss of a loved one couldn't be the kidnapper. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result.
And Coventry being one of the last people you can check gives
And
him
if not,
the giga sus in the meta, I
to
bet.
allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects.
They are not in mourning. He's not. I don't know if that really eliminates much of anybody. And she's going to die. So. He's in mourning. I guess it eliminates it. Like, I mean, Coventry's kind of like the dude right now. He was only not the dude because of the Protestant thing, otherwise, and it felt wrong anyways. I mean, I guess Varley's not completely off, but... Let's do. Time to go, Ciao. That's back to the basement.
Mr. Ward, will you be taking your lunch now?
I am. In fact, the Marquess has invited me to join him for a meal.
Very good. Let me take you to your seat.
Ah, Mr. Ward. Good to speak with you again. I trust you are enjoying your time with us here at the Manor. You will join me for lunch then?
Yes. Thank you for the offer. I will admit, it is not often that I get to dine with nobility.
What brought you here, Mr. Ward?
Beg your pardon?
Are you a student of the occult? You are a working man, so I do not think you are here to climb social ladders. Perhaps you lost somebody.
I lost my, brother, Eamon. We were firemen.
Firemen?
Were?
I stopped after a blaze took him. I know fishermen who think that when the sea takes them, it's their time to go. I never met a fireman who felt the same about flames.
I am sorry for your loss. My wife, she died in a carriage accident. Same one that crippled our boy. Do you know there are reports of over 100 different ghosts wandering these grounds? But not her. After it happened, I would wheel Walter around night after night, hoping to see her. Eventually, he asked to stop coming. Not long after that, I gave up too. Maybe gave up is being unfair on myself, given this event.
He upgraded his ambitions.
I have somehow convinced myself that if all this is true, this business with the seance, maybe I can see her again. Speak with her again. The silent dinner, Mr. Ward. Will you invite your brother to it?
I think I will. Yes.
I shall have the housekeeper lay a place out for him then. It is at 8 p.m. sharp this evening. You would not want to miss him should he come. Now, if you will excuse me, there is a lot to prepare for later on. Good day, Mr. Ward.
Yeah. Got a little bit of stuff there. Really feel like his silent dinner is like right before the seance. I would hope we would kind of have everything else kind of knocked out before then. Alright, back we go. I'm gonna start from the west. Imagine Hunter is probably down below. Won't be able to hit him up until he's at the stables again. I'd like to think the scheduling won't get too much in the way. Let's see though. Different, more specific key. Why is that one barrel able to be scanned? Combination lock for the wine cellar. To waste my time, yeah. Oh, there's a key there. Line list is probably important. Wouldn't be very hard to try them all. Maybe not. $18.91 on that line. Interesting. Hey man, I don't know what it is. Looks notice board. Dishes on site for the duration of the ball. Reverse. Pasta. Blah 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 blah. He said that's everything, huh? They trying to help me there. Guess so. Yeah, I'll take him at his word. Didn't really mean to do that. Amateurs. Leaving your passwords all around. Okay. They say that's everything. Isn't all these just locked on me? Spookiness, I guess. Ghost! The chamber pot. That's alright. I'm sure his bowel movements are just fine. Where did his mind go? Money to keep going. And the last is probably the maid. Jeebus. He's looking for... He's supposed to be a caring guy. It's already everything. Oh. I guess on the final day, there's so many new areas I don't want to risk your time, but they still want to make the rooms look they're full of shit. Well, we know he's not in his room right now, right? He's at the lounge. So it'll be a good opportunity to get to his safe. And I open up this map like constantly, man. Look, ink always been here. Crowley's first name, something. Arms. Oh, I can't remember. I might be thinking Crowley. Oh, I wasn't thinking of the Ozzy song. I was thinking of something totally different for some reason. God, what game am I thinking of? I guess Crowley's one of those. It's probably been in just like a bunch of books and shit. I was like, wait a second. Like, no. Yeah, that'd be funny. Varley bust in here. His Ozzy Osbourne track. Like he's in a wrestling. His wrestling intro. So I'm trying to open his fucking safe. 37, 22, 34. You guys ever actually used one of these before? They had them in my school, junior high. I had them for a bit. Then I guess maybe like PE, but never again. Not like a full one like this either, just like a little padlock. Seems like the place is about to eat shit. You could have a motive to do weird shit just to get the hotel alive. There's a safe and electronic lock now with keypad. Yeah, these days it's like fingerprint, keypad. My grandpa has like some of our relatives have like those giant ones where they hold like guns and random shit. Like, you know, half the size of a fucking room.
Mr. Varley is covering up Miss Dean's disappearance.
Come on,
I should
Mr.
finally
Varley.
confront him about this.
You're better than this, brother. More laundry to check. I don't even think we can talk to Varley right now because he's outside giving people their din-din. Same with any of the staff. They're just too goddamn busy. I don't know if we're allowed to actually get closer here. Oh, these are just literally blocking me. Okay. Thought I had to worry about them. Gotcha. Check the window storm then. Oh shit. A specific key. Laundry then. Mrs. Joyce is the housekeeper. Probably has to do the laundry. So we might have left it under some clothing. Kinda wanna check the east tower though. Although I feel like those guys are gonna be there. job, bro. He's gonna be in the ballroom. He's also good. Figured they'd probably make sure they're not all out here in the middle of the time you kind of want to be investigating them. They might see me. Go check the bullshit. Eventually we want to get into the Blake residence. I don't think we have the special key. On the apron. Basket. They let me use this. What possibly is still in here? The towels? Towels. Already checked this. Is there something to be gained? After bringing up Murphy or something. I don't know, none of this seems really important. They'll be catching me if I go in there. Why are they telling me to come in here, ma'am? We're supposed to hear them bring something up about where they dropped a key. I reload this. This is like a big time use. Although I don't really have anything else to do, so not really probably necessary, but it's a wee odd. I can't talk to those ladies until later, but it's possible that to check what I need in there, I have to go to a different room first. I don't really see that, but he's still in the graveyard. Could go talk to Coventry. Oh, I always go running out here. I always think I have to go a long distance, but I just turn around. Actually, super hot. Be right back. That's the problem, is just most of the staff is just super busy right now. We can't get to Blake until probably we get some kind of key. Why would you want to stay here? Let's be real. Yeah, I can't do Hunter's thing. Probably means I can't do the catacombs. I think he has some kind of key. Can't do Varley till 2. Oil. Burnt symbols. I mean, we'll just have to. It's probably somewhere down here somewhere. There's a lot of burnt symbols. Might actually have to go to the library. I think as it just didn't say anything else in the laundry room. I might have to have something like from somewhere to come back with. I've checked pretty much everything in here. I mean, I didn't literally check every fucking towel, but possible there's like something hidden in one of those, but I mean, that's the thing with telling me that I can leave a place when I'm done and then having a place that might have more shit. Storm. Let's go to the library. Thing is, I just don't have much else we can really do. Get locked out by people's availability, man. Staff are always too busy. I could go ask Coventry some shit. Try to talk to the father. Yep. In the catacomb. Well, let's go have a little hello-zy. Surprisingly, very little to do here.
Father Sinnott, are you lost?
Don't play coy with me, child. I saw you come this way last night during the ball. Did you find it? A secret way, further down.
Aye, no. I came here following somebody myself. I didn't know of it before. What are you looking for? A way further down to what?
This is not the only secret buried beneath these grounds.
Okay.
I'll take
Go with God.
Like, I know that's he's looking for that kind of shit, but when does it come together? Need more Seamus. Get his bedroom. Current symbol. Did we not finish up his bedroom? I literally brought it up. It's just kind of off the list right now, man. I feel like we know their story. Just these burnt symbols. Maybe I did miss something in there. His room. thought they told me that I had found everything. I don't remember though. Could be wrong. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Awesome. I found everything here. As I say. He didn't really care. What's with the burnt symbols? Packages, sketches. Also, we just have to explore more of the basement. Ready to leave. Reasonable. Love me a chamber pot, man. Fucking smell horrible in these rooms. I guess I just get used to it. That's what you know, man. Joiting everywhere. You're in a room with somebody else who's got a shoid everywhere. Okay, that's all we needed, I guess. I like how we got the fucking info from them just now. The connection. Like, what are we missing, man? me to bring up the Gnostic Bible to Seamus. Like, I feel like we kind of got the whole deal for him. Yeah, there just might be a room with the burnt symbols, and that's it. I feel like we might have to go in a different order there. Oh, it's time to move on. We can go talk to Coventry, I suppose, while we wait. The waiting game. Was there a seance? Not a seance, but a scrying thing going on right now? Or if I put all those down, I don't know what to do. I'll be in the catacombs for a while. When Coventry acts like he doesn't know anything about magic, he's just a curious guy, but I don't know. Could be bullshitting. He's certainly the only one without some kind of like, you know, that has like their motives clashing and all their stuff.
Mr. Ward. Good auntie. Mr. Ward.
We'll see though. Just tell him we've been in his room. Not even dreams can get through. He doesn't recall anything in the morning. Like how there's just, he just doesn't bite on any of it. I mean, that guy does a good job of kind of moving around stuff. I mean, it could be that he's doesn't know, but I don't know.
Good. And to you.
He ain't biting, man. Sleeping pills are interesting though. It's kind of funny that he's got like nothing left on his deal. And we just have to talk to Blake. And I just don't think we can get to Blake until we can get through the rest of the basements. I got 8 minutes or so. Shit.
We meet again.
Anybody else I was too worried about? I don't think this guy would really have much to do with Blake.
Good day. Good.
Guy's kind of just like, he's high society, but kind of like they said, kind of a nothing dude. You are nothing. Pretty sure with the father I've brought up like everything. Maybe we can't get into the catacombs from there, but I guess it's like 2 feet away. That's why playtime comes from. I hate just to waste the minutes. I want to try to get something out of it. Any facts that are important? I guess just to be safe, I could go pack some shoes. Shoesy. I really don't think she's the main person at all. Medium. And she's not like completely off the list. Suppose. He seems to be a nice person, so I don't think she would fuck over somebody or do some horrid shit, but he's also kind of desperate to get the thing done. I don't think her motive clears her, because we've figured out her thing. I don't think she knows. I think she had any map. I don't think it'd be her, frankly, but we'll be able to knock more people out in a bit. Profile her. MFers take too long to fucking have lunch. don't think this lady would be terribly useful.
Mr. Ward.
Ask what she's gonna do next.
I feel like myself again. Like when a cold has passed by. I am restored. But the face. What magic was that? How does something like that work? What did Wilhelmina get up to when she left here? Was it Nectar Nebo who had taken a hold of her body at the time? Or some Gin? And what damage have they done? I feel like these things may become my next obsession.
I'll leave you.
May Allah guide.
And a lot of this is just, you just gotta get in their room, man. Everybody just leaves what they need to leave in their room. I can open by calling people out. Namely, Mr. Valley. Beyond that, I don't know if Hunter's gonna be available right away. Oh, they might not even be open until 3. The talk was at 2. Let's see what happens. Maybe he'll give me a little something. Pretty much everybody's eating right. Not much to be done. What is where is she at right now? I'm not sure. Oh, kitchen. In there yet? Really not much of value I could possibly ask right now. Guess we can attempt more shit with the father. Okay, why not? I just need to get to 2 p.m. Running dry too often.
Yes.
I've asked him about pretty much it. Mental fortitude. Okay, brother. Whatever you say.
take my...
Go with God.
That's whatever. Just give me the 2.
I should investigate the basement soon. It seems a large space, and leaving it much longer could mean that I run out of time before the seance begins.
I absolutely agree, big dog. But like, they don't exactly let me walk around in there unless there is a key missing. The fellas are in the way.
Teaching me magic to... She's teaching you what? That little witch? Lord bless and protect me. If I had known Miss Dean was a bride of Satan and corrupting you
Bride of
too,
Satan.
I should have done things differently.
It's only magic. To give me a better way in life.
Saoirse Murphy, you stay your tongue. After all the Marquess did in letting you stay, you bring that into the house.
Me? He's the one who brought it. He and his friend. We had no say. I'm just making the best of it. The Marquis did nothing for me, but let my child be taken, which I could have stopped. If I knew half of what these people know.
That's the devil tempting you, child.
More than the Lord's ever done for me. Sir? Oh.
They left yet, man? Oh, we should probably approach her there. Wherever he may be.
May I be of service? Yes, I regret to say it, but you're right. Do not get me wrong. I am concerned for Miss Dean, but I have done what I can and still cannot find her.
Sir, you have not done what you could. You hid her disappearance. If you'd alerted the police, then a proper search of this place could have been undertaken. Something may well have happened, or happened to her yet, because of your meddling.
You're right. Of course. This place, this hotel, it's not just a business. For the staff, it is our home. This seance, the Marquess's obsession, and the money spent. We need this event to go well, or we are homeless. And if Miss Dean's situation had gotten out, we would most assuredly be in trouble. But there might be another way. One that frees us from the fate of this seance. You see, there are rumors of treasure somewhere on the estate.
Treasure?
A cachet of gold from the mid to late 1600s. Grania, the wife of the original Marquess Edward Blake, she did not choose to be with him. She had hoarded a sum of money, intending to use it to escape her